Oh, what's the deal, man? Bracy Skills Clinic's back with another one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. I'm gonna get right into it because I gotta get going. So this won't be a super long video, but it will be very necessary. And I'm talking about junior college. Okay, someone who has played junior college. It was definitely a long time ago. It was 11 years ago when I played. So a lot has changed since then. There's this thing called the transfer portal. Okay, then you got COVID, last year with college guys getting their year back. A lot of new stuff going on compared to how junior college was when I played. But I'm going to paraphrase what my boy Julius V, shout out Julius V. If you guys don't know who Julius V is, he's a really good trainer and basketball coach. He coaches with SC Academy. He has a documentary on SC Academy. You guys can search that up. So search up SC Academy and you'll see Julius. You'll see who he is. But he tweeted today, and I'm paraphrasing. I don't have the tweet in front of me, but he basically said that, guys are going to start having to go Juco, and they're going to have to accept that because these Division I or even Division II schools are heavily recruiting out of the transfer portal. They're trying to get older. They're not trying to get younger. They don't have time to develop. Which is definitely unfortunate, but it's the game. It's about the game. You got to adjust to get to where you got to go. There's going to be a lot of, I'm going to say this right now, 10 years from now, I do believe that we're going to hear about a lot of guys touching pro that had to go JC or had to go to a prep school and then JC, and then they found their way to a good D1, had success, and then got to the league. There are going to be a lot of those type of stories in the next 10 years because it's a traffic jam. It's a traffic jam. Like, I'm dealing with it right now with my 17, you guys. Like, I tell you guys about Will Heimbrodt. Shout out Will. I've said several times that he's the most underrated player in California. That's just my opinion. But in a normal year, no transfer portal, not dealing with the COVID guys getting their year back, I truly believe he walks away with a Division I offer. No doubt. But the way the game is now, D1s are going after the portal. They don't have time to go after a guy that they used to be able to take in and maybe redshirt or, maybe develop him for 2 years, then see what he's going to be. Nah, man, these coaches are trying to keep their jobs, and they would rather go with more experienced guys. So where junior college comes in is, I look at it like this. You have high school, you have prep, post-grad. I'm going to just say post-grad. High school, post-grad, JC. Those are the three highest levels under a 4-year, right? So when you're talking about recruiting, playing against grown men in the film that you're going to have playing against grown men in junior college is going to hold way more weight than a high school kid playing against 15, 16, 17, maybe 18-year-olds. And post-grad, we were playing against kids between 18 or maybe even 20, 21. You know what I'm saying? Or it shouldn't be that old, but it happens. Okay, but your junior college, there's also the coaching element. It's more coaching in junior college. Or better coaching in junior college. There's more historic programs. There's better relationships from these junior colleges with these 4 years. So there's a lot of positives with that. Now, I get it. It's not glorified. And I have a problem with that. That's a different topic. That might be a separate video. I do have a problem on why that's not glorified more, junior college as a whole. But when you're talking about in the 4 years shoes, they would feel a lot more comfortable recruiting a kid out of JC if they had the choice than they would getting them as a high school or a post-grad kid. Now, not every coach, not every program feels like that. There are still some schools, 4-year levels, that are willing to take young kids and develop them and mold them. Some, but majority are hitting that portal. And it went to a higher level when Baylor won a national championship last year, in my opinion, because they did it through the transfer portal. Davion Mitchell is a transfer portal kid, and they won a national championship. And then fast forward to today, James Akinjo, real Bay Area representative, shout out James, he's a transfer portal kid, and they're having success still. So everybody's looking at that. If the national championship team can get kids out the portal and it work and they win a championship, what do you think everybody else is going to do? And you got coaches that are trying to keep their jobs. So tying it back into the youth, bro, if you have JCs recruiting you right now and that's all you have, you don't have 4 years, all you have is JCs, you need to be treating that like you have multiple D1s on you. Meaning that take them serious, bro, because I'm going to tell y'all something. It's a traffic jam at JC too. The talent level at these JCs right now is crazy. This is probably the best year I've ever seen in California for JC basketball in probably 10 plus years. I'm talking about the depth of every conference, the amount of teams that got solid red shirts waiting to come in next year, because most of those guys were true high school guys and they had guys on their team that didn't get a season. This is what's going on in California, because California JCs didn't have a season in 2021. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all got JCs on you, you better not be big timing them, bro, because you're going to big time them. And if you don't get something, you're going to have a hard time finding a home in general. You might be redshirting at a JC because you waited too late to commit, because you were waiting on somebody else to offer and all that, man. You better be I'm not saying you got to settle, or I don't even think settle should be the word. I'm not saying you shouldn't go out and try to play AAU as an unsigned senior. I'm not saying that, but don't big time no JCs, bro. I'm going to tell y'all, that's the wrong time to do that. This is the wrong time to big time any JC, because the talent that's across the board throughout the country, and in particular where I'm at in California, bro, you will be shocked at how good some of these JCs are and how deep they are. Watch how many kids sign out of Juco within the next month and a half. Watch how many kids sign high-level D2 or maybe even low to mid-major D1s. Watch how many kids commit out of JC before these high school kids commit. Watch. I'm sitting back watching, and I'm telling my kids, I got a few that's being taught to by a lot of JCs, and they're waiting for that 4 year, which is fine. But I'm telling them, like, bro, I know what's going on at the top, man. You might want to take that serious because you want to have a home. You don't want to be, oh, man, no 4 year offer. Then you wait until August to go back and hit the JC up, bro. That's too late. JCs move quick, bro. They don't got time to be playing. They move quick. It's not high school. It ain't no big tryout where everybody just come and everybody's even. Nah. You got JCs that get after it in the summertime. You got JCs that you won't even be allowed to play as an unsigned senior because their schedule is going to be so busy in the later part of the spring and into the summer that you ain't got time to not be on their campus doing their workouts. They're getting to it right away. So y'all better be taking these JCs serious. And what my boy Julius V said is 100% right. Some of y'all are just going to have to go JC and get it out the mud. I know it's not glorified, but you got to get it out the mud, bro. And I've seen JC prepare kids for D1 a lot better. You may not see it with the Dukes and the Kentuckys and all them because those are all-American type programs. But I'm talking about your mid-majors. Watch when this March Madness starts and all these Cinderella type mid-major to low-major D1s have success. I guarantee you pull their rosters up, they're going to have a solid number of Juco transfers on that roster. I guarantee it. Just pay attention. Just pay attention, because we're only focusing on the top 1%. We're only focusing on Kentucky, USC, Cal, not Cal so much. No offense, but Cal's not the same Cal. Kentucky, USC, North Carolina, Kansas. Like, we looking at those schools. Those are your top tier schools. Your top tier D1 basketball schools. Yeah, they're going to have high school kids, but their high school kids are going to be top 100, top 50 kids in the country. But your mid-majors, like, off the top of the head, your Sac States or Montana State, who had a good year this year in the Big Sky, like, those type of schools are either going to have Division I or D2 transfers from other schools, but at the lowest level of college transfers, they got some JCs on there. So high school kids and parents, more importantly, educate yourself on JC basketball, bro. Educate yourself on JC basketball because it's real. So that's my time. I got to get going. About a 10-minute video for the day. Man, hey, educate yourself on JC basketball. Don't sleep on JC basketball, and this is the wrong year to big time any JC. Coach Bracy, we out. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.